Oh,
Is it
I
going?
think we're gonna get it going. We do the wait. We gotta do the wait. Do the wait.
The delay. The delay.
The delay wait, as always. It's my favorite. One of my favorite parts of the show. Oh!
There we go. Here we go. Flipping Mentos back for the first time.
Welcome back for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goodness gracious. Third episode. Third time is a charm. Oh, man. That was a great place we just ate dinner at. That was a really good place.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you for bringing me there.
down the block. We had tuna, tataki, and Swedish meatballs.
That was great. You love. Where does seared tuna rank on like your food? You love seared tuna.
I love seared tuna. It's up there. I mean, top 5 favorite things at least.
We are a little. We're a little lopsided this week, but I think we're good. I think we're okay.
So yeah, tuna's top 5 favorite things.
Top 5 though, right? I would have guessed top 5, possibly top 3. If you were death row last meal, what would you have them
Death
bring?
row?
Death row.
They said Jethro.
If you were Jethro, what would you eat? If you were on death row, what would your last meal be? Because you can pick anything and they bring it to you because you're going to get electrocuted or.
So wait, anything you
injection.
want, they'll bring you? Like, is it any like aspect of food, or like, let's say if you want a meal by like Wiley Dufresne, which is a pretty expensive meal, they're gonna bring you that?
I don't know. I just know that they'll get
Like,
you
what's the
whatever you
budget?
want.
Is there like a certain budget you have, or?
I don't know. I wonder where they draw the line on that. I know that they'll get you whatever you want for your last meal, but where they draw the line is like
Is it legal?
if it's by who or like whatever, you know? I don't know. You would want a meal by Wiley Dufresne. Who is that? Who's that?
This like chef who looks like a cartoon character. He has this crazy restaurant in the Lower East Side, and it's prefixed. How do you say that?
Prefix.
Prefixed. Okay, prefixed. So per person, it's like $150 a person, and it's the craziest shit. Like
How many courses does that?
I think like 15.
That's pretty good. They're probably small though.
They're really small, and you get to taste everything.
I would hope so. I hope that comes with it.
And
You gotta look. You get to look. 14 of them you get to eat, and the last one you just look at.
You can just smell it.
Ooh, a scent, a fixed price scent menu, sentimentals, menu, sentimentals.
But I don't know. Definitely lobster.
Mine would be crabs. Mine would be just like a table of Maryland crabs.
She could ask for Ethiopian breast milk from Harlem.
Yeah, Cambodian breast milk
Same thing.
From Queens.
So that's good.
So I would do that. So, first things first, I guess it's second now because we talked about your last meal. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. It's like pre-Halloween, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I guess Halloween's like a week these days. I mean, it's always been like a week. In college, it's like a month. But it was good. I went to this dog costume contest, and my girlfriend decided to dress up the dog as Taco. And they dressed me up as a Mexican man.
What's your dog's name?
Rocket. So he changed his name to Rocco. Rocco the Taco. Rocco the Taco.
Rocket Taco.
And he has like this little hat, little Mexican hat, and then this little thing we put on him with these 2 like taco shells.
It's a treat.
And then on top is like
a sombrero. Did you see a Mexican hat?
Yeah, I guess he has a little baby sombrero.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
But the funny thing is, I think he liked the costume so much he pulls it out of the closet like he wants us to put it on him again. So I walked him this morning while he was wearing the little hat. So I put him in a little hat, and he puts his head down.
Sombreros are addictive.
The sombrero, yeah.
Sombrero. You sent me that video. Oh, we have to post that video for everyone to see.
So we'll post that for you guys. So
that was really, it was really cute, really funny. And you wore like a poncho
I wore a poncho
and a
hat.
sombrero.
But the weird thing about it was it was so cold out, so I wore like my Adidas bubble jacket, and I have this hood. So like the poncho went over the back, so I looked like a hunchback Mexican.
You know
man.
what? I didn't know what was under that. I saw you were having like something going on in the video,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what that was. That's so funny. So you wore your bubble jacket. It is pretty cold out. I'm not busting out a winter coat yet, but
Well, I like to be warm. You know, if it's a little cold, I don't want to be cold. I like to be warm. So it was good, and you know, Halloween's Halloween. I guess it's still not here yet, but people still dressing up.
yeah, it's.
But nothing's like Halloween in college.
Nope.
Like, what's your favorite thing about Halloween in college?
Well, it's funny because it's still like it still happens even if people outside of college, and it's like when it's like I don't know what it is psychologically for these girls. I mean, it's for girls. It's these girls. They wear these outfits. What, like, if my daughter wore that, I'd be like, get out of here. But they like.
And your daughter might wear that.
My daughter might wear that. That's some of the stuff I'm starting to worry about. I'm already starting to worry about. My daughter's not even born yet. But like, man, girls, they could be, it's 364 around around the year. They're just normal. But it's like, no, tonight I'm going to lower my standards. I'm going to lower my standards for myself a little bit and dress slutty. And it's like, and it's not even just that, it's their behavior, or maybe they drink to get comfortable, like, because it's a little chilly and I'm showing a lot of skin. Maybe I'm going to drink to get more comfortable, and then I'm drunker than normal. It's like, it's this whole thing, but they behave differently. It's like there's a full moon,
Well, you have a
and
mask
they're
on.
ready to party. And it's the same thing in college as after college. It's just that in college, you're crazier in general, so your Halloween is like that much crazier, I guess. But it's still the same sort of ratio of normalcy, of like your normal day to day, and then craziness on Halloween. Girls go crazy for it.
My favorite thing of Halloween in college was to sit on the porch of where we lived and watch the girls do the walk of shame in the morning dressed up.
Ooh, November 1st.
So good. Like, when in the fucking world you can see like a little Red Riding Hood walking across Walnut Street at like 7 in the fucking morning? Like
amazing.
looking like a disheveled Little Red Riding Hood.
Like the wolf got her.
Like the wolf ate the bitch and threw it down, and she escaped from the wolf.
That's so bad. That'd be so funny. You know how girls gotta wear guys' clothes sometimes because they can't find theirs? Imagine they gotta wear his costume.
Oh, that would be great.
Gotta go home in a man's costume. That'd be good. Yeah,
I remember I saw a pink Power Ranger walking home at 7 in the morning once. I think it like fucked me up. I didn't even sleep either because I was partying, and I was by myself as always at that time because most people go to sleep then.
Right?
Or they're just waking up in the morning.
Fair enough. They're probably not.
You're probably not.
If you're up at that time, then you've been up.
But yeah, I saw a
7 in the morning.
pink Power Ranger walking down the street like nothing even happened.
Yeah, man, that's a unique walk of shame. Because that's the thing. It's like, it's a unique compared to normal day. Like there's walk of shame. Walk of shame is all college. You catch them on any day, especially a weekend. But yeah, man. Sorry.
That's good.
Sorry.
I didn't know if you needed that.
Sorry, I did. I got my computer this week. We used mine. Last week we used Mentals. It's how we check to see if the.
There's nothing wrong with a computer. Greg Kelly has a computer.
Who's Greg Kelly?
Good morning. The morning show. Rosanna Scotto. He has this little computer. It's awesome. Shout out to Greg Kelly. You're the
Shout
man.
out to Greg Kelly.
Don't let anyone
I know
tell you
Greg
wrong.
Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, Rosanna Scotto is the more. I don't know.
She's cool too. Really nice
It's the name
person.
that
I met her
sticks out
before.
to me.
Really nice. But yeah, back to Halloween. It also gives not just slutty girls an excuse, but it also gives like couples an excuse. Like let's say if a guy is in a relationship with like a really serious girl who doesn't like to explore, I could kind of say this is his one excuse for her to like, you know, maybe you should be a nurse this year, you know, and then they get to dress up and be the nurse, you know.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's weird. I always had this fantasy of having sex with a zombie. So I'm thinking of having my girlfriend just, like, dress up as a zombie and, like, act it out, too. You know, like, He's just like,
That's so funny. Yeah, does that
No, I'm just kidding.
You've been watching Walking Dead?
I've been watching Walking Dead. I saw,
Don't
like,
tell me what happens. Don't tell me because I'm.
Nah, but I saw,
my
like,
wife and I are in the middle of season 3.
Nah, I was watching the season.
4.
There was one zombie, and she looked pretty hot. And I was like, if she didn't get bit, man, oof, I would have been talking to her.
I wonder what she was like when she was living.
Yeah, when she was living.
I asked my wife if I can. I might buy her an outfit when Halloween's over, like a half price outfit, just like for like a special night.
See, that's cool. But some people don't have like a cool wife like that, and they have
Well, I
to
don't know
resort.
how cool. We'll see how cool she is.
That'd be awesome
We'll see.
if you dressed up as a nun.
As a nun,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
You have
For
sex
Jewish
with a nun.
guys, yeah, that gets Jewish guys going. That forbidden.
That would be awesome.
Do you like couples costumes? Depends, I guess. If it's a good costume,
I guess I just like
If they're
costumes in
both
general.
like sailors, it's like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, my mom used to actually dress me up as a sailor when I was a little kid.
Yeah, but most mothers dress their like.
But I was in
little
Halloween.
babies. Right, I know.
It was every day.
No, that's a thing. That's 100% a thing. That is not a
Sailors
weird
as
thing.
kids.
That's like they dress little toddlers and babies up in sailor outfits. That's like a classic, cute outfit for a boy. 100%. We have an agenda this week. I'm just gonna totally break the wall and say that we have one, and that's also what we're looking at. We had a segue from from you dressed as a Mexican in a Mexican hat and a poncho regarding we're gonna segue into racism, going back to Asians from the week before or 2 weeks ago, but Uniqlo. That was the segue from Mexicans to Japanese. You went to the new Uniqlo this
I did
week.
go to
Is
Uniqlo.
that
The
correct?
Uniqlo in Atlantic Center.
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo.
It's a Q. Uniqlo. There's
Whatever.
no glow.
Whatever. Don't test my words. Is it Atlantic Center or Atlantic Terminal? Or Terminal's the train station part?
I think it's both.
Atlantic Center, whatever the fuck it's called, across from Barclay,
You're good either way.
which I can't wait to go to Friday.
Oh, we're doing this tonight because, like we said, and we said this from the get go. If the Nets are playing, we are not having this show. So this is why it's the first Tuesday we're doing it. Usually F plus M equals W, but this week F plus M equals T. It is not on a Wednesday. It is on a Tuesday. Tomorrow's the Nets opening game, and Friday you're going to the Nets home opener.
Yeah, across from Atlantic Center, where's
Right.
Uniqlo,
Okay,
and I
continue.
went there, and they got great stuff. I love Uniqlo. It's really cheap. The quality is good. I mean, this is actually a Uniqlo T-shirt I bought a few years ago, and it's still good. It doesn't shrink, and I'm a big fan of putting my clothes in a high heat. You know, where usually you'll shrink the stuff, but I like. To
Why are you
get
a fan of that?
I like the clothes to come out warm, especially in the winter. You
know
know,
about
I usually like to put the blanket in the dryer and then take it out and go to sleep with it. You know, it's I'm blessed to have a dryer in my apartment. Some people would have to walk a block to do that, and by the time it gets back, it's cold.
Yeah.
So I went to Uniqlo, and it was packed. It was so packed. There was people everywhere. There was a ton of Asians. There was so many Asians, which
If
is
there's
cool.
ever a new Uniqlo, packed the
Packed.
opening week. Always. I mean, it's an Asian company.
It's Japanese, and
By the way, I just want to acknowledge I know that the screen is a little offset, but as long as I think my shoulder's getting clipped, but it's
so
okay.
good. Well, nothing's perfect.
Nothing ever is.
Yeah, so I went to
Humble
Uniqlo. It was
humble
packed
podcast.
as hell. And, you know, back to how we were talking about Chinatown, where, like, if you get out of the train station, if you get out of the train, like, they won't let you out. The people in Chinatown, the Asian people down there,
Right.
they just walk through you. So I'm in Uniqlo, and I'm, like, looking through these sweatpants, because, of course, I love sweatpants. And this Asian woman, this little woman, she bumps into me and then steps back like, oh. You know, like, she just bumps into me, steps back, and tries again to walk through me. Like she was like a glitch in a video game. Like there was an invisible wall, and she kept like walking into me. And I'm looking down as this woman keeps walking into me. I'm like, are you fucking serious? And I'm like, you want me to move? And she just keeps walking into me. It was ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And then
So weird.
and then I moved, and the guy, like this guy she was with, I don't know who he was, another, Asian guy. He gave me the look of sorriness, so I just let her go. But it was good. You should check it out.
They have like a weird spatial conception. So I don't want to talk ill of other people, but it's like their spatial conception. It's like they just don't care.
No,
they don't care.
Not as a whole. The ones in Chinatown.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten just like they do not. It's like you think they could navigate tight spaces, crowded areas well, being from where they're from. Overpopulated, crowded countries. They don't navigate it well. I don't know what it is. So, Crossing streets.
That was that. That was good. And
what else? So you did.
You
had that
Uniqlo.
This weekend. You had. Okay, you did the dog show. You did that. You went to Uniqlo.
I had my fantasy draft.
That's big. Oh, I thought you were gonna wear. We'll post the photo. I thought you were gonna wear your shirt.
Shout out to the Miami Feet, J-Cot.
So the name of your team. This is like the third year going.
Second year.
It's only the second year.
Second year.
Oh, I feel like it's been around forever. The name of your team is the Miami Feet.
Yeah. Shout out to J-Cop.
Shout out to J-Cot.
He's a control freak. Like last year was fine, or maybe I didn't notice, but maybe he was holding a computer last year, but he had to hold the computer. Like this kid was gonna bug out. I was like, all right, fine, hold the computer. But of course, I told him who to pick. He needed the control of the moment, which was fine because I still told him, who we're getting, and we picked a good team.
You picked everybody? No, it was a collaborative effort.
It was a collaborative effort, but I know these guys like Stephen A. Smith.
You are.
They're a friend of mine.
They're friends.
Yeah, they're all friends of mine. They're all friends.
I know
Shout
him.
out to Roy Hibbert right now. He's putting up some boards.
He's a good friend of mine.
He's a good friend of mine.
I know him. We have dinner together. That's really funny. Yeah, you're excited for basketball. You have become quite... Yeah, you're always a Knicks fan, but you've just become quite the NBA fan. And this Miami Feet team, oh man, it's so funny. The Feet, you guys have like a handshake.
We have a handshake. I actually collaborated with my girlfriend and we made a red velvet Miami Feet cake for J-Cot.
That's fucking awesome.
It was really good. And
what is that? What red velvet? What else was on it?
Red velvet, sugar-free frosting, which I bought by accident, and she thought it was going to be bad.
It wasn't bad?
No, it was great. And
sugar-free and
orange
good
frosting
is a
for the
great combo.
fire near the ankle. And
what was orange?
like the fire near the ankle.
What was that? Orange
It was
frosting?
frosting, yeah, frosting, regular frosting with sugar in it, which was great. And yeah, it went good. It went really good. So I'm pretty excited. It's a good thing to do things with friends.
We're gonna we'll throw that photo up of that also. We'll show the Miami Feet logo, the cake he made, plus the video from of him with the Rocco Taco, which is really adorable. I would never thought you would have done that.
Yeah.
As long as I've known you, dressing up with a dog. Like, forget a couple's outfit. You and a dog had a matching outfit. And we're in a contest.
The costumes, but were so ridiculous. It was in Fort Greene, Brooklyn.
Great
So
name,
it was kind of like successful hipster couples with kids. Lots of babies there. But the people who won was Sharknado. First place was Sharknado. Second place was Sharknado. There was two Sharknado costumes, and they fucking gave it to both of them.
First, they should have tied. They should have gotten like a joint award and split it.
And the thing that sucks about it is, number one, dogs don't really understand English. They understand certain words and respond to it because it becomes part of their memory. But you can talk shit about a dog and a dog doesn't know. And they had to talk good about everyone's costume, and some of them really sucked. So
Right.
you should be like,
They're
oh,
not
this one
children.
sucks. Yeah, exactly. They're not children, they're dogs. And mine for my
They're not gonna be like, yo, fuck your dog, like out in public. They're not gonna say that.
I know, but
They didn't have to sugarcoat it, is what you're saying.
yeah, like they said, Rocket was delicious. Of course, he looked delicious, little guy. But yeah, there was like a Heisenberg dog.
That's what I was going to ask you, is if there was a Breaking Bad dog.
There
That
was
was
a
pretty
Breaking
much my
Bad
next
dog.
question. So the ones that win are just like current.
Third place
pop
was cool.
culture-
Third place was a spider dog. This lady made a costume and there was a spider. There was a parachute dog.
But the top dogs are pretty much not even how cute the dogs are, but if they're dressed in like pop culture relevant themes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Sharknado.
Like if there was a Miley Cyrus dog, that shit would have won.
Right.
100%.
Right.
Miley Cyrus dog. But if you really want to win, I figured out what needs to be done for next year. You need a group of dogs that go as one costume. So if you were like the Wizard of Oz, you had like the Tin Man, Dorothy, and you just all, then people.
Do we know dogs that we can
I know some dogs.
collaborate something?
I know some dogs.
We'll have to do something that's really like relevant in a year from now.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what that is.
Rosie Perez was the judge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is cool. Cause I still got a crush for her from White Men Can't Jump.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. She left whatever the fuck his name was.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
She was in what's it called before that? Do the Right Thing. She's a Brooklyn born and bred legend.
Yeah, so she was the judge.
Institution.
So it was good. What else?
That's a full weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything.
You didn't do
I did
anything.
anything. I watched a ton of the show Walking Dead on Netflix.
Where are you up to? What season?
The middle of the third season. I
So
don't know
you know what? You know what? It really got good. Like
is the second half of this season. I
no.
think.
The in the middle of the second season, once that little girl comes out.
I just don't
Yeah.
want to ruin it for the.
Yeah, but
So-
everyone's up. It's so past that. So if you're watching the show, you're.
All I'm gonna say is that moment.
That's when you knew it was on.
was everything for me.
'Cause you know what?
I was almost crying. This is a zombie. This is a zombie TV show.
You were crying, or you were like
almost
sad?
is what I'm saying. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, because you're having a daughter.
No, not even because.
No?
Oh, do you think that was what it was?
Probably. It's probably like a hidden emotion you have.
Yeah,
you
like
don't
in
even
my
know you have it.
subconscious. I
Yeah.
didn't even think of that. I didn't expect it, but when they do the camera angle, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you saw her
It
feet,
just
those
was
little
like,
angles.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And I was like, oh, I know who it's gonna be. I'm not gonna tell you. You'll see. And I was right, but no one. I didn't call it verbally because then I would have ruined it.
When I saw the little girl walk out, it's almost like 9/11. Like, where were you during 9/11? Where were you when you saw the little girl walk out of the barn as a zombie?
Oh, spoiler.
Spoiler, it's fucking 3 years ago that happened. Fucking Back to the Future shit. But I was on a plane going to Hawaii, and I was flipping out because we were going to Hawaii. We knew there was a lot of travel, so I downloaded all these seasons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit! Like my girlfriend was sleeping, I had no one to talk it out to. Like
Yeah.
when you watch something so good, you want to talk it out, and I just had to sit there with it. Like I had to sit in silence, and it was just like, oh, it's so good.
Dude, I am so glad that my wife wants to watch this show with me. I was like, listen, like, I know it's a zombie show, but like, that's the context of it. What it is, it's interpersonal relationships, it's high drama. Yes, it's horror and it's gory, but it's major drama, major suspense. Let's try this out. And she's like, hooked. She's like, yo, you want to watch Walking Dead? And like, I'm so glad because, then we'd have to split, TV time. Or like, I would have to watch Netflix. She'd have to go in the other room. It's so much easier when you've got like a shared show. And I was like really psyched to watch the show. And now we just crank out episodes. So yeah, it's middle of the fourth season or like fourth or fifth episode in. I'm like ninth episode in on the third season. That for me, that moment right there was, that was everything for me. I mean, I love the show anyway, but Jess.
But now it sucks. Like that show sucks.
don't even
like
say.
that show sucks
Is
compared
that
to
the best moment? Is that the best moment that happens?
pretty
in
much.
the
But you still got to keep watching
Got
it.
it.
It's almost like being addicted to something.
When
and
Carl has to pull the trigger, don't even say what
gives
happens.
a fuck?
When Carl had to pull the trigger to.
who gives a fuck?
Yo, Jess lost it. My wife lost it, so I lost it when the girl did it, and I was like, Jess, did that just fucking happen? And then when and
Show
I think that's
sucks. I
that's
can't
a
even
mom
wait to
moment
watch
too.
it.
That's the mom moment too, because she's like pregnant, and so Jess was like, ah.
I think it sucks.
Fine, fuck it.
'Cause there's
Fuck
like-
this show. Don't talk any. Don't.
You know what
don't
is a-
spoil it for me. You can spoil it for. All
I'm not
them.
spoiling it. I'm just
Don't
saying.
spoil it for me.
I'm not. I'm just saying it sucks.
Okay.
And there's not going to be anything as close as.
What? Where'd you go?
I lost it.
Come back to me.
There's nothing as good as Breaking Bad.
Breaking
I'm
Bad. I was
sorry,
gonna
yeah.
say that's what you were gonna say.
But and I'm sorry. I got a text.
Who'd you get a text from? Oh, are we getting chats? Are people chatting? I totally forgot.
Chat.
We are not getting chats. I'm gonna write to people to chat. Are people logged in watching it? Yeah,
Oh
it says
no,
we got 6
but
people watching.
Goldfarb texted me, dude, I'm on season 1. You fucked my shit up. Oh. Sorry, Goldfarb.
Your best friend just said that you're.
Well, guess what? Stop watching the show and watch Sons of Anarchy, because that show is great. But let's stop talking about shows, because there's not enough of them anymore. Everything's
I'm so glad
reality
it's live.
TV.
You know what? I thought I was logged in another account. I'm in our account.
Just stop touching the computer.
I'm sorry. Oh man, so
Sorry,
Goldfarb,
Goldfarb.
just watch it. Forget what he said.
It never happened.
It's a good show, dude. Goldfarb, keep it going. It's awesome.
Shout out to Natty Light Crew.
Shout out. Oh, is that his team name?
Yeah, maybe he'll make the playoffs this year. I think he was too busy getting drunk. But
His team and everything is Natty Light Crew.
he's been a Natty Light Crew ever since like the leagues in camp.
Camp. Oh, what's
Yeah.
the time? What's the time on that? How long did it take till we said camp? I don't know. I'll look up
We should have a camp clock.
a
But
camp clock. Damn, 26 minutes.
You know what we should
later
talk
and
about?
later every week. It's so Saturday leagues.
So
His
there was a
team is
thing
Saturday
in there was a
Natty
thing
Light Crew.
in camp where we went to called Saturday Leagues, and what it was is they broke down all the kids to what they did first is they would do this thing where they gave them numbers. It's kind of fucked up. So to each of the
Ooh.
counselors,
What's
I'm
so
not
funny
even-
is that kids don't even know that until you're
yeah, they don't even know that
counselor.
until you counsel. So let me talk about
That
it.
you're getting ranked. You're
So-
getting ranked on athletic ability.
So what happens is you get ranked on athletic abilities. They give sheets to the counselors of every bunk, and you know they rate each kid a 1, 2, or a 3. 1 being the best, 2 if you're right, and 3 you fucking suck. And you know, whatever you get whatever rank it is, and then there's a draft, just like fantasy, but it's like live fantasy with Jewish kids that aren't great at sports, and it's competitive because all the counselors, you know, they're pretty much the team owners. And Goldfarb's team was the Natty Light Crew.
Always him and Ian.
And I didn't want to do it. You had to have a team. So I decided to make things fun. And I thought it would be cool if instead of picking the most talented kids,
funnest
I
kids.
picked the worst kids ever. So I picked all the 3s. And I called the team Team Fun. And it was all about Team Fun. And Team Fun beat the Natty Light Crew in hockey. That was the best shit. I think Jason Green was the goalie. Shout out to Jason Green.
Well,
And it was
God.
the worst. I'm not saying the worst kids because they're probably so successful, making more money
was
than us
Team
put
Fun
together
when
now.
you and I coached 1 year together. Was
Nah.
it that year?
It might have been. There was a few people in on Team Fun. But the best is when we beat him and Ian was flipping out, and they lost to Team Fun, and it was like a
Well,
it was like a movie. It was like Mighty Ducks.
Goldfarb and Ian, so they named each kid a different beer. Like, these are kids that are 13 through 15, 16 years old. These guys are like 19, 20 years old. And he's like, is Goldfarb texting you? I love how
Yeah, he
we're
texted me.
totally blowing up his spot right now. Dude, so he and Ian would pick these name a kid a different beer. They would wear like Natty Light 12 packs as like hats or helmets. Like, these are for the little kids. I mean, they're like 19, 20, 18 even. Oh, man, that stuff used to be so funny. They used to drink. Awesome. I can't pretend like I wasn't doing this. But they took it very seriously. They drafted very seriously.
I just want to pause for a second. Goldfarb, that did happen, and I was not on drugs. He just texted me.
What was on... When you picked Team Fun?
No, when Team Fun beat Natty Light's crew in hockey, and we won.
Well, you were sober because you also had a team another year called Old Duels and Oregano.
No, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
No. I mean, it could have been me, but it wasn't me.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't.
You had a
That
team
was like a
called
John
Old Duels
Stern
and
team.
Oregano. It was like you and Dicker. It was you and Zach Scott Dicker.
It might have been. I wasn't there,
Whatever.
but
You don't remember. My team went 9-0 one summer. The first year of the Natty Light Crew. Natty Light Crew was like the Buffalo Bills in the 90s. Like, they were awesome, and they made it to the finals every year, but never won the Super Bowl. They made it to the Super Bowl every year and never won. Me and Teicher.
they were like the Fab Five forever.
Teicher.
The Fab Five forever.
Because it was more than 2 years. It was just
Forever.
habitual.
It was just making it to the finals and not
We're
winning.
just blowing up Goldfarb's spot.
Whatever.
He can take it, though, because he's one of the best guys we know.
And he's also going to see Andrew Dice Clay on Halloween. Instead of looking at girls dressed up in really skimpy
It's
clothing.
girls with lower standards. To his credit, he didn't know that was the schedule. He
It's
didn't.
okay. We
He
love you,
didn't
Goldfarb.
know. He didn't do it on purpose.
So what else?
So I totally get that. I was gonna save you one to try a peanut butter M&M. You
Nope.
weren't gonna do it.
Nope.
You were gonna eat a peanut butter.
You gotta pay me for shit like that.
I love how you eat seared tuna. You can't even eat like peanut butter. Goldfarb also doesn't eat peanut butter. That's a weird commonality because I don't know anyone else who doesn't eat peanut butter. Two of my best friends don't eat it. That's it. It's so weird. Weird. I mean, I basically covered everything. I watched Walking Dead this weekend, which is
Talked
a good
about
show.
that.
Arguably a good show.
Sucks.
Had some beers with some friends. Saw golf. That's why I talked to Goldfarb. I was like, "Why aren't you coming to a Halloween party?" But he's like, "Dude, I didn't mean to. I'm really psyched to go to this show, but like I
All right.
double booked and I can't. You know,
All right.
he's got to do what he's got to do. It's all good." Yeah, I went to the gym. I don't know. Ravens were on a bye week. I don't know. Back to work. Work's good.
Works good.
I'm putting together this, like, I got to go to D.C. We're going to have to reschedule the show. And I told you we have to reschedule the show first week of December. I have to go to D.C. for a government trade show. Like, I have to bring...
I would suck at that.
Like, we're going to have, like, a booth. Like, we're going to have, like, the broadcaster, the red device over there.
But the thing is, like, there's a certain thing about politics to be figured out. You know? There's, like, a way of doing it the right way to win it over. Like Obama did it.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You gotta make it happen.
Well, like, politicians and government organizations use live stream. Like, we have a webcast that we're doing on live stream, right? We're just two guys, you know, who have a dream. But, you know, people have, like, government organizations, you know, they serve the people. So they're streaming every week, you know, committee meetings for their constituents to see, stuff like that. So we sell the platform, we sell devices they can use, we got all these things. So, like, when you sell stuff like that, you got to go to, like, trade shows. So I got to go to this trade show, and I cover the government market. You know, people do.
You should hit up the guy De Blasio.
Should I hit up de Blasio?
See, he figured it out.
What did he figure out?
You know what I'm talking about. Figured it out.
Just how to, like...
Knew how to do it. I mean, I'm not saying he married, you know, a black woman so he can make it happen. I mean, he probably fell in
She's a
love with her.
former lesbian, they say.
That's awesome.
But
And-
that's another thing. It's like, boom, I'm liberal.
Boom, killing it. Like, winner. He's a winner. He's in the same category as Kanye West. You might as well wear some leather pants and do it.
It's branding. It's how to brand
So
yourself.
branded. You know, has the
He
sun
puts his kids in the commercials.
in the
yeah, his
commercial,
son
the hood up, the
ill
whole
afro.
thing. Oh, like he made him grow the afro. The kid definitely didn't want to grow the fro. He probably wanted a shaved head. But he's like, no, you grow that fro, motherfucker.
You're connecting. You are connecting
You are going to do this.
with these people.
Yeah, man. He knows politics. It's a formula.
It's a formula.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to sell this equipment for them to push out their formulas, you know, to put that out there, to be like, hey, you want to connect with your audience live on your website? Check this shit out. But I got to stand there like a jimp in a shirt and like go through the same thing every day. But I'm excited to do that, to engage with like my customers and stuff.
And learn about people.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Business is just learning about people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just learn.
It's making them feel like they got a partner in it. Not just that I'm selling them something, but
It's
I'm
great.
like a friend, you know? And like I'm trying to learn a little bit like about like government and like what's going on and stuff. You are you up on like Obamacare? Are you up on like the healthcare?
Not really.
The healthcare bit?
Not really.
Do you have health insurance?
Yeah, I do, and I pay a ton for it. I probably pay like close to $500 a month. And the thing that sucks is like I can only get one visit like once every 3 years.
You don't ever get sick. I mean, like you eat sushi and
Knock
get
on
sick,
wood.
but like
Yeah,
you don't
last
have
week.
like sick.
Tomiko, your shit still sucks. If that's the
Tomiko.
name of it. Tomiko.
It's not the name.
Whatever. Your shit sucks.
You do you get sick? But like you don't get like really sick. You catch like a little something. You're in bed. You're up the next day. You're good.
I'm good. Yeah, I get better quick.
I get sick only when I say I don't get sick. So I'm not gonna say I don't get sick because I'm usually pretty good. I used to be sick all the fucking time.
Yeah. Used to always carry the tissues around.
Oh man, I was always sick. But now I feel like I don't know, allergies and stuff like that. They're cyclical, so like I don't really have, my immune system's so much better. And I could breathe like I feel like I took so much. I used to hit my inhaler so much that I could just breathe like so well now. I have like the after effects of like aerosol steroids. Like I could just
They
hold
should
my
make
breath forever.
those inhalers smaller, like the electric cigarettes that everyone smokes. What do you think of those?
The electric cigarettes.
It's crazy. The future. People just smoking LED lights.
Yeah.
They just and then
In the bar. Yo, Dave was doing it. Or what was it? Oh, that was an electric cigarette.
probably smoking weed.
Right. Maybe.
Shout out to smoking weed. I don't do it, but shout out to it.
smoking weed.
That should all be legal really soon.
Blowing up spots. We are blowing up spots today.
So
I didn't
good.
even mean to.
It happens.
Didn't even
You put a
mean
mic to the certain mouth and it appears.
We'll see. Hey, this is it's part of the price of doing webcasting, live webcasting. We'll see how it goes.
What's up with those podcaster
But I see people
guys? They're not
doing. I see
good.
people doing that in buildings, and it's like, oh, it's an electric cigarette.
It's like fine.
It's fine. Is it healthier?
No, it's so bad. You're smoking compressed oils and other particles that aren't good.
It
for your
doesn't
lungs.
look cool.
It actually does look cool.
Why?
If
Because
I-
it's blue. You like it because it's a blue.
If I
light.
was 12 years old and I saw that shit looks way cooler than smoking the cigarettes. Because you're just smoking the future.
that's cool. That's
It's
I-
awesome. Little kids,
I would
so
agree
many
with
more
that.
little kids are going to be smoking now. And their parents ain't going to smell shit if they're smoking in their room. And you're not going to smell like it. Right?
It's interesting.
Shout out to little kids smoking. Hopefully yours doesn't. Nah, she won't. Should be good.
We'll see. Hopefully. You never know with kids. Could try, and they turn out how they turn out.
I guess.
No?
You never know.
You never know. That's what I'm saying.
You never know. But they'll be
You
good.
never know. You're totally different from your sister.
Yeah, thank God. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to Jillian Freed.
Shout out to Jilly Freed. You know, your parents didn't do anything different.
No.
I'm different from my sister.
I think everyone's different from their brother or sister.
I would agree. I mean, some are more similar than others, but it's like, yeah. Yeah. We're all unique individuals. You're quite the unique guy.
Thank you.
That's why we did this thing. That's why we did this whole thing. Because of who you are.
Thank you very much. What else? What else?
Yeah,
is
so
there?
I don't know. The healthcare shit is crazy. I'm gonna have to put my kid on my healthcare, on my health insurance. I don't, if my wife was like to not go back to work, she would go on my health insurance. Not that that's like gonna happen, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's like my buddy at work who's got a kid and a wife. They're all on his. It's crazy. And just the cost for medical expenses are so much money. That's the problem. Is that medicine costs so much in this country. That's
Well, the whole insurance thing. It's like the risk. It's a gamble.
but like when you buy something, like
Like I probably did need health insurance the past few years, and I could have saved myself
yeah, but you don't know. That's what
15 grand.
right. It's a gamble, exactly. You do it as a backup, as this like backup plan, and then sometimes your benefits aren't even that ill. Like I got.
It's like, you know what I don't understand? Life insurance. Like that's so ridiculous. Because think of it.
What if you die?
No, but it's up to a certain age. Because like, do they still get that money if you're 90 years old and die? Or
I don't know
it's
how
like
it
less.
works.
You actually owe them money probably.
We have to talk to someone who sells life insurance. I know
Yeah.
someone who does. Since we're blowing up spots, Nashi Teller.
He does.
He is
does sell
definitely
it.
not watching this right now.
He definitely is not, especially if it's on a Friday.
If it was on a Friday, he definitely wouldn't be. He's not. I should let him know we're watching this. I called him the other day. I asked him how his kids were. He goes, they're delicious, just like Rocky. Like, look at this delicious
It's
dog.
Rocket.
Rocket. Rocco Taco.
Rocco Taco.
But he's Rocket.
Rocket.
Oh yeah, Rocky is Brett Dolgen's dog.
Or
Danielle's dog.
Or Yehuda's father.
Yes.
Yehuda
Yes.
Udman, right?
Yeah. Rocky, nickname for Yerachmiel. Shout out to Dave Kushner who reminded me of that. I thought his name was Barack. Barack Udman.
Barack Obama.
And that's why it was Rocky. But health insurance is crazy. And it's like, but those are so much because the doctors are saying like, oh, this costs this much money. You got to cover this. It's like, why does that cost so much money? In every other country, medicine and procedures and replacement fake, parts for a human body, it's so much more money here. That's like the problem. So it's like, okay, well, that sets this trigger off. Well, they got to cover this much, and then other people can't afford it. And now we're trying to come up with these health insurance plans to cover it. It's like
whatever. All I know is talking about that kind of shit.
Flip.
Whatever. I just hope that those things in Johnny Mnemonic, the implants that make you run faster, that shit comes out.
You hope that happens?
Did you see Johnny Mnemonic?
I did.
You gotta see Keanu Reeves.
I know. I don't remember.
Guy's so fucking weird.
Just Keanu Reeves or Johnny Mnemonic?
No, Keanu Reeves is really weird.
You met him?
No, but he's just weird, like those characters.
I was in a commercial.
Well, you were in a commercial. I remember that you were in the background.
And
you were sitting on the
he
step.
was like strung out.
Yeah, he always looks
like
stressed.
Strung out, dude. He was like pale.
He looks like Dennis Hopper got his girlfriend kidnapped. Is it Dennis Hopper in Speed?
In Speed.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. I was an extra in the Stand Up for Cancer commercial, and he just like stands there.
An extra? You were a pixel.
I was a pixel.
You were I had to like
but
open.
You
I had to
see my.
You were so far back. I had to take.
That's me. Look, that's me.
I had to take a screenshot of the video. I had to bring that image into Photoshop, depixelate it, and then like it was kind of you.
And based on you know me well enough to know that I had certain color sneakers and a certain color hoodie, you're like, man, that's him. That's probably him. So many extras were there. I was the only one though that got in the shot. I was like the only one. I was in the shot. That was a big moment for me.
Yeah, it was stardom.
Dude, everyone went up to meet him. The dude was like just sweating liquid opium out of him. The guy was so strung out. Like it depressed me. I was like, what? This is the saddest part of this day, was seeing this like
he's probably acting.
Supremely famous. He was acting.
He was maybe acting another part, practicing another part.
I think he was just a mess. His publicist was like, you should do Stand Up for Cancer. And he was just like,
yeah, he just like...
He just grunted and took the needle out of his arm.
But he's like one of those actor. You know about that? Like the actor's actor? Like Nicolas Cage is an actor's actor. Sandra Bullock is an actor's actor.
What does that mean?
Like they play the same person in every movie.
Oh, that's what an actor's actor means?
I think, yeah.
Sandra Bullock...
Same person in every movie.
Does not play the same person in every movie.
She plays the same person in every fucking movie.
She won the Academy Award. She played a Southern woman.
Doesn't matter.
She was awesome.
It was Sandra Bullock with an accent.
Keanu Reeves and Kevin Costner are the ultimate in actors.
And the king of actors.
Who'd you say? Did you say Nicolas
Cage? Nicolas Cage.
Did you say him before?
I might have.
Oh, Nicolas Cage, Keanu Reeves, Kevin Costner. Did you say Kevin Costner?
No, Kevin Costner.
Don't even say it. He plays the same person
in
right. Every single
Prince of Thieves.
He's the ultimate. He's the ultimate in the same, or maybe Keanu Reeves is. I don't know, the two of them. Because Nicolas Cage has thrown a Southern accent in once in a while. He has thrown in a Southern accent.
But those looks.
He's kind of a joke. Yeah, he's kind of a joke. But he has, on some level, switched it up. Dude, Kevin Costner is every single one.
Name a few roles. Go.
Ray Kinsella, Field of Dreams, Dances with the Wolves, Tin Cup. He did those two other baseball movies.
I did not see any of those movies.
Crash Bandicoot. What is his name?
Crash Bandicoot's a video game.
I know. Crash something from Durham, Bull Durham.
Oh, and what we watched this weekend in different places, The Replacements.
That's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Right, but he plays the
Same guy in that
character.
movie. He played the same guy as Neo as in the Replacements.
And
Someone should do like a not like a remix, but like a little thing of like a reel of all their movies together and take clips from each one and make it one movie.
we could, dude. I bet you they have that on YouTube.
Yeah, they
I bet you
definitely have
that.
everything on YouTube.
Yeah, Kevin Costner. I mean, I love Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is my favorite baseball movie. Second favorite baseball movie was on after The Replacements. You and I were watching the same time.
Wrong. Those are not your favorite baseball movies.
What's my favorite baseball movie?
Because everybody's favorite baseball movie is The Sandlot. That is the best baseball movie
It's
ever.
third to me. It's third.
It's awesome.
Field
I wonder
of
what those
Dreams.
kids are doing. Like the fat kid with the freckles. Like what is he
was
doing
in
right
Mighty
now?
Ducks, right? When he in Mighty Ducks?
No, he wasn't.
No?
Nope. But
I don't know what he's doing. They have I feel like I saw that on BuzzFeed. Where are the kids from The Sandlot?
I think that's the
And they're
worst
all-
statistic ever. Like child actors, they end up fucked up or on drugs.
Yeah,
Whatever
it's
you
a
do,
real
don't let your daughter act.
Ooh, I got a text. I wonder if it's someone watching me. Jess probably like, you ate again on the show. Did anybody chat? I'm not. We need to. If people are chatting, we
Check.
need to check the chat.
No one chatted.
Nobody's chatting. All right, so that's good because we don't check it. Your mom texted me. Hilarious. When you lived here next to couch was 2 boxes of tissues, 3 kinds of nose sprays, and 1 million used tissues all over my floor. Thank you, Wendy Freed, my surrogate mother. When I would come over, sleep over your house.
Another actor.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. There you go, Brucey.
Bruce Willis is great. But that's the thing, though. It's like Keanu Reeves. It's like, it's like I'm not into this. Like the Matrix movies were.
You don't even want to do it. You don't even want to be there.
Maybe, but like Bruce Willis, it's like I want to see the fucking movies you're in. You know, even though he's like the same dude, it's like I fucking want to see it. Kevin Costner.
Actually, you know who did it?
Your movies
You know
are
who
like
did it?
whatever.
Except
for
what's the
Field
movie
of Dreams.
with everybody in it? All the action guys and Cheeseburger Eddie's in it.
The Expendables.
That's all
I love
those guys.
Cheeseburger
It's all the action like.
Is Bruce Willis in that?
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
see
an
any
actor's
of them.
actor.
They're too much.
It's just actors.
Actors.
What else?
Yeah, look.
I think we covered.
And A League of Their Own. We both were watching A League of Their Own. We were FaceTiming on Saturday, and you're like, look, you know what I'm watching? And you flip the FaceTime around to show it, and I did the same thing when we were both watching A League of Their Own. Second best baseball movie. We'll have to ask the audience. We'll have to have our audience chat comments. If we're not doing it
They'll
live.
eventually start typing. Eventually, right now it's text.
You could
but-
well remember that you don't have to do it live. If you're watching the show after the fact, you can chat. You could type comments in the
Well,
in
live
the recorded
stream
video.
needs to have the developers create an app that'll let them watch it and chat in it at the same time.
They can. There is a
On your
viewer
iPhone.
app. Yeah, they have that.
So you could watch this right now and you could chat.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
That means no. 'Cause
No,
when
yeah.
people think
I should know.
they don't know.
Well, they've habitually updated because a lot of times, like, when you watch a YouTube video and it expands and fills up the whole screen, I think our app might do that. As a sales rep, I totally should know this. I'm so embarrassed. I'm not sure if you could do it with the chat. Also, I'm not sure if when we're streaming with the broadcaster with the red box, if it's mobile compatible. Or you said you watched a show on the iPad. Did you say you watched a show?
Nope, that wasn't me.
So it might not be mobile compatible, this feed that we're streaming. But nonetheless, if you think, whatever you think, what do you think the top 3 baseball movies are? If you're not chatting right now, either post comments on the event
Or
page,
email us
or
to
email us
to flippinmentals@gmail.com. Subject: attention, flippin' mentals dash baseball top 3 movies.
Baseball top 3 movies. Mine are, I'm going to say it again, even though I've said it a few times. Field of Dreams, League of Their Own,
No one cares.
Sandlot.
No one cares.
Is number 3. So yeah, we did like a 45-minute show. I don't want to keep it going on. We touched on a little bit of everything. Tom Waits. We'll have to hit him off next week. We'll have to bless Tom Waits
Tom
next
Waits
week.
next week.
Usually the next day is Tom Waits Thursday, but it's in 2 days since we're doing it on a Tuesday. That's really it. Email us any questions or comments, plus the the subject of this week, the top 3 baseball movies.
Just interrupt you quick. It does work on iPad. Goldfarb's watching it on the iPad right now.
And are you able to chat, Adam Goldfarb? I love that people are texting us. Use the chat. We could all have a group discussion on the chat.
And he thinks that Kevin Costner was in Batman. He was not in Batman.
He wasn't in Batman.
Yeah, what the hell is this? What
the fuck?
Right.
Which Batman movie? He was. So you said Prince of Thieves. That's an awesome movie. But he's the same guy in it. He doesn't do voices. He doesn't do anything.
Cool. Let's wrap it up.
That was really good. Good to see you. I'm glad we moved it to today, and we'll be back next week. We'll probably do next Wednesday. Email us flippinmentals@gmail.com. Comments, questions, concerns, yada yada. And now for the awkward moment where I turn off the broadcaster and you stare at Mentos. That's how we finish it.